Well, I know the segment's called the Renegade Rundown, but the opponent that they were playing with had huge news involving the Dallas area too, so that makes it home newsworthy. Ted Ginn Jr., the head coach of the Aviators, got pulled over and arrested for a DUI, giving Todd Haley the whistle right before the game. Rob, did you catch news of this story? And
I
how
did.
ridiculous does this sound?
I mean, they're not making NFL money, and Ted Ginn was a pre-NIL college star, so it's not like I can say why don't they have a driver. That's not a thing. Like, but also you're the head coach of a football team. You are still molding young men. You are trying to get them ready to take that next step into the NFL. You got to set an example. And that example was not set there. You got to know better. Where's your pullback coach? Your pullback coach should be going with you to the bars, you know, cut you off, pull you back from the bar. Let's go. And you're from up in that area. Dallas police do not joke around about DWIs, DUIs. They will, if they even suspect it, even in the Austin area, you won't see any cops anywhere all week. But if you leave a bar or a known place where alcohol is being consumed around the closing time, the cops are everywhere, which is
It's
good.
okay.
No,
Yeah, I
that's
was
what I was
just
going to say.
agreeing.
It's a
It's
good thing.
really bad. It's really bad in Dallas
Yeah.
area too. The cops are tough out there. Sorry,
Yeah.
Rob.
So, no. Yeah. No, you're good. So it's just one of those things. It's like, you got to know better. He posted bond. He is back with the team. At this point, he is expected to coach this week because, as we know, these things this is a low priority in the court system. It probably won't get resolved until after the season. But arguably, did they look better than they have all season with Todd Haley running the show?
They look good. Now, I don't know if we can give too much credit for Todd Haley just because, again, remember the Jeff Saturday analogy. He only had one day to prepare this team. So I'm thinking, yeah, he just, whatever they were doing in practice, they just executed out onto the field and they just needed a guy to be in charge. But I'm right there with
Yeah.
you. One thing's for sure, Ted Ginn Jr. did not take this job that seriously by doing something like that. I just don't think he did. And I think the response for the UFL should be let's not take Ted Ginn Jr. seriously. Let's just go ahead and move on and make Todd Haley the permanent head coach right now for the Aviators. And I think the Aviators are going to be better off because he does have head coaching experience. Not the best guy, by the way. Todd Haley's not a, perfect human being neither, but
Oh yeah.
he
He's got just Google him. If you're watching, you're like, what? Google him.
yeah, take a look into his history. It's not a great history, but hopefully he's learned from it. And on top of it, he is a former head coach, smart offensive mind, and I think it's going to be a good fit for the Aviators to just keep Todd Haley in it, move on from Ted Ginn Jr., and say, go on forward because this team does have a lot of talent. They played really well against the Renegades. I know the Renegades were on a little bit of a short rest, but I'll tell you one thing. I love McClendon. I said it from the beginning of the year. I know they're 0-3. He had another great game, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. We'll talk about that. And offensively, they look pretty good. Now, the Renegades did a good job stopping the run, so they weren't able to do anything on that end. But on the offensive side, they have been looking good, and they have looked good for the last 2 weeks. Defensively, I mean, you held Austin Reed to 147 yards. Tyler Vaughn, he only got 41. And then the only big thing that ended up happening for the Renegades was Day Hunter had 11 attempts for 62 yards for once. We're running the football, going well. But Rob, what's making the Renegades, everyone's talking about Austin Reed, Tyler Vaughn, the wide receivers, Greg Ward, Day Hunter's starting to make the scene. Everyone's always offense, offense, offense. This is what the Renegades are doing. And
This
what a
offense
lot of
looks
people
better
don't,
than it's looked in a long time.
yeah, well, I mean, they were number 2 in scoring last year. It wasn't like but it looks a little
Yeah,
bit more
but
improved.
that was number 2 in scoring. But look at what the UFL's doing points wise across the board. This year, you're seeing, and maybe it's a little bit of rules. I think part of the thing, the punting, I think, is coming into play. But DC defenders, Dallas Renegades, and I'll keep it there. Both look Columbus Aviators. Both look like they have NFL style offenses capable of putting up points.
Yeah, I'll make the argument for Orlando Storm too. Yeah.
Look at the Storm schedule. Look at the Storm schedule. They've played 2 teams. One of them is the Kings twice.
I just trust Anthony Beck, whatever he does out there too. And we'll talk about the Orlando Storm, but the big thing that I caught for the Renegades right now is the fact that they're actually leading the entire UFL in interceptions. They got 6 interceptions for the entire year. Shaun Wade is responsible for half of them, and I want to show you, Rob, how he's pulling it off. Do you mind if I do a little breakdown with them?
Please do. We need a beanie breakdown.
Beanie breakdown.
Wrong button.
Did I lose it? I think. Oh, no. I got it. It's right here. It's a common football trope to say that it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmy and the Joes. And Renegade cornerback Shaun Wade proved that in this pick 6 against the Aviators. The Columbus Aviators decided to play a 5 wideout set, and the Renegades were countering with a soft coverage. Usually this screams of a comeback route, and it looks like that's what Keke Chisholm was trying to do on this play. So in order for Keke Chisholm to execute the comeback route, he's going to have to convince his counterpart, Shaun Wade, that he is going to do a go route. Shaun Wade is also going to try to bait him on this play, convincing him that it's actually working. So, as the play continues, Keke Chisholm starts running, and you can tell he's trying to bust the go route, and this is the part that I really love, the cat and mouse game between wide receiver and quarterback. Shaun Wade turns his shoulders, convincing Keke Chisholm that it's actually working. And you can even see McGlendon over here was buying it too, because he's already setting up for the throw on the comeback route. But as the play continues, right when Shaun Wade plants his foot, the ball is already out of McGlendon's hands and the trap was already set. Shaun Wade's then going to step up right in front of the route, and bam, you got an interception. Also on top of this play that just makes it really fun and UFL top 10 worthy for the year is the fact that Gene Harris happens to be in the right spot for a fun little lateral that was risky for Shaun Wade to go ahead and throw, but he does it anyway. Gives it to Gene Harris, and bam, you got yourself a pick 6. And in case you guys have not seen the full play, here it is with audio, the excitement that eluded the Renegade pick 6.
Excellent timing. Empty backfield, McClendon intercepted. Oh, the Renegades, and there's the lateral. Give them a touchdown. The pick by...
If you take a look at Shaun Wade's career, it's not too surprising that he was able to bait Keke Chisholm and McGlendon on that play. He did spend some time in the NFL. He was a 5th-round draft pick by the Baltimore Ravens in 2021 and spent 4 years in the NFL since then. It wasn't until the Chicago Bears decided to end his 1-year contract after he had a huge injury that put him on injury reserve. The Dallas Renegades took advantage of that opportunity and got him drafted over to this 2026 roster, and hopefully he makes it back to the NFL one day. But in the meantime, he made it on Beanie Breakdown.
Beanie Breakdown Award winner.
Yeah. We can actually keep a tally on it. Right now it's Shaun Wade. It's probably going to be Austin Reed. But like I said, a lot has been talked about this Renegade offense. And I'm telling you, this secondary is lights out, real good. I love everyone on it. You got Stephen Jones. You got Shaun Wade just doing what he's doing out there too and leading the league in interceptions. It's well earned, and skills like that. Usually I'm trying to break down a play. Rarely do I just look at a player. I like scheme usually over just individual play like that, but I couldn't resist. Shaun Wade looks, that was a phenomenal move to turn his shoulders, fool Keke Chisholm into that, and ended up McGlendon bit, thought it was all right, and he had him from the very beginning. It was a really cool play to break down. Renegades looking good. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was well done, and I liked the added, like, that you wouldn't see that happen in the NFL. The added the added pitch there, not unless they were down and it was late in the game. So that was a nice little touch.
Yeah, that's what makes it a UFL top 10 play. Probably going to make it for the end of the year too. I think that's going to be talked about for quite some time. Real quick, like just to finish on the Renegades, they're looking really good. They ended up winning. They almost came back, did the two score turnaround. The Aviators were close to doing it with that 4th and 12, scoring, getting within 5, and then almost trying to convert on that 4th and 12. Last year, the Renegades would have let that happen. This year, they stopped them, and they were able to knee down the ball. So as close awesome. As the game it was, I think the Renegades are looking really good because, especially on short day rest, I think they're going to approach it a lot better this next round, and don't be surprised if they win again.
They're far and away the best team in the UFL. Yeah, it's hard to play the same team twice and beat them twice. The Storm needed a ticky-tack rule to make sure they could get their second win over a team that really, up until this week, didn't have offense. So I expect a close game, but I don't expect the Columbus crowd to make a difference here. It's going to be a Renegades win.
Probably. And we'll definitely talk about that in our pick segment. But in the meantime, more happened around the UFL. And we should start talking about it, Rob.
Let's do it.